Throughout all of mankind, many have asked themselves questions that our most intelligent minds can't answer. What came first? The chicken, the egg, or the salmonella from eating an Arby's chicken sandwich? Hey guys, it's Adrian. It's come to my attention there's some allegations about me and there's only, this is the only thing I can do to go further and hopefully regain your respect, so these are my confessions.
I am a nigga who's probably gonna nigga again.
Kool-Aid, Steve Harvey, and of course, fried chicken. But fried chicken isn't just for one race or gender, no siree. That would be bigotry. But there are so many places to get a chicken Sammy. First and foremost, you have your gas station chicken. To 7 states on the east coast of America, we claim that Royal Farms has the world's best chicken.
Oh, that's starting to make sense now.
You of course have your restaurants sporting it across their menus, food stands, food trucks. Even grocery stores have these in your heated chicken areas near self-checkouts for most supermarkets. Of course there is cooking at home, but that's always easier said than done. Oh! Nah, let's be real. If we're filling chicken sandwiches, you know we're hitting the fast food joints. Industries crafted to make the best chicken sandwich. Or some clowns and kings thinking they can throw their hat into the chicken game. Like, come on, Burger King. I think you got some issues before you handle yourself with poultry. So today I asked myself, what is the best fast food chicken sandwich? A question that is so subjective to one's own taste. However, I was nominated most likely to never be wrong in high school, so there is no one more qualified than me. No one. First, let me lay down some information. Presenting to you, York, Pennsylvania, a city and county known for, nothing. Capital of the United States for 9 months. Yeah, live with that ego boost, little nigga. Options are limited here, so no Raisin Canes, no Bojangles, no Jack in the Box, or etc. Secondly, for this rating, we chose either the most basic chicken sandwich you can get or the most popular with one double McDonald's inclusion. Thirdly, there are a lot more places I could have gotten food from, but I decided to stick to what I have in this video. I can always expand this in the future, but at a certain point, I'll be pulling hairs arguing which bun is better. And 4, dear lord, no one man can handle this much gluttony. While chicken sandwiches are tasty as hell, I'm gonna need help from a friend to overcome this with. Introducing, at 5'10" 225 pounds, Penn State's nuclear class of 2028, Keller Spera! After meeting up, we hit the streets to get to our chicken spots. These spots include Dave's Hot Chicken, Wingstop, Chick-fil-A, KFC, Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, Hardee's, Arby's, and Popeyes. Some of these, of course, aren't chicken-based places, but McDonald's chicken is just as popular as their burger options. And when I'm talking fast food, I gotta hit the big ones. Now, Arby's, I could have passed it off as f***ing cat vomit, but I'll include you here at Yuvi Alma. So without further ado, let's enter these chicken sandwiches. These sandwiches are based on our 10-point scale, featuring price, taste, appeal, presentation, what do we buy again, and other factors. We're no professional food critics, but we are real humans with souls and not lifeless AI bots going, yo. Well, with all that said, let's see which place has the best chicken sandwich. But don't let me tell you that. Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, whole lot of chicken,
Lots of sandwiches.
a lot of poultry,
Lots of buns.
a lot of protein,
Probably some pickles.
cock and buns.
I see some lettuce.
Classic Chick-fil-A. It's God's chicken, one may call it. Seriously, I do not advise trying this at home. The Chick-fil-A we pulled up to at TSA levels of drive-thru, it was packed. So packed, Keller had to walk to one of our locations across the street to speed up our process. I got my order in 5 minutes of waiting and ordering. That's the lobby glitch. Now, Chick-fil-A may face controversy with, but nothing beats the Chick-fil-A sandwich, with its revolutionary pressure-cooked chicken, dill pickle, tasty bun, and being overrated. That's not to say this chicken sandwich is bad, and overrated doesn't mean something is seen as flawed.
Nothing awful.
After our bite, my takeaway mainly was I wish there was more of a crunch. No crunch is not at all an issue, but it's a satisfying piece to eat. Honestly, better off that there is no crunch. I hate food that is soft until you hit one crunch. Now I feel like I'm about to ingest a bone. Keller proclaimed this chicken is
It's kind of a classic.
which it's true. I gave the sandwich a 9 out of 10, while Keller gave it a 7 out of 10, with its reasoning being kind of basic with very little crunch. See you in hell, bud. Averaging out though, Chick-fil-A gets an 8 out of 10. Dave's Hot Chicken, famously known for being in big cities migrating to small towns across America and the average consumer asking, "Who the hell is Dave?" Known for its hot chicken, cool appeal, Drake, and being bought by Subway. Look, I'm more of a Jersey Mike's guy, but damn! Subway? Well, before Dave's chicken tastes like dead mice, let's see how it stands. After biting in, I gotta say, Dave's Hot Chicken really does taste like a fresh chicken breast tossed into a fryer rather than from a freezer. I liked what I was eating a lot. You see, compared to some simple chicken sandwich with as followed, bread, breast, and bun, Dave's Hot Chicken sandwich has Dave's sauce, coleslaw, and pickle. Believe it or not, this coleslaw is pretty damn tasty, and I'm the poster child for selling my coleslaw for Texas Toasted Raisin Canes. This is one sandwich we flipped a little. At Dave's, the whole gimmick of the food is the spice level, so we settled with medium. But it was still pretty good. Personally, I loved it and thought it tasted wonders. I don't think it overdoes what a chicken sandwich is. Chick-fil-A is what I think of when it comes to a chicken sandwich. Dave's sandwich is far from bad, however it's doing a lot. The switch up from lettuce and tomato to coleslaw is really neat, but you don't gotta reinvent the wheel. Also, this one slider costed $8. It's fine, but unless Dave himself is back there chefing up my sandwich, that's a smidge too high. Between Keller and I, this is getting a 7 out of 10. Hardee's, famously known for, alright, Hardee's is rarely anyone's go-to. Last time I knew someone who offered Hardee's through the group lunch plan. But here and there, a Hardee's mood does exist. Now, the only Hardee's around me is known for, but I'm optimistic for what I'm about to consume. Or so I thought.
Appearance-wise, it's a little sad looking. You know, the bun looks okay. The chicken, honestly, good cross-section,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, like they say, when Keller is wrong. After biting into the sandwich, it was clear to me I have nothing but mayonnaise. I'm not sure what mayonnaise Hardee's uses for their sandwiches, but I thought it tasted really bad. Keller didn't seem to have my issue, but I just didn't like mine at all. It's edible and cheap, but it's far from something I choose to eat. We're giving this one a 5 out of 10. Burger King had a few different chicken sandwiches, but Keller and I settled on the original chicken sandwich. Our thoughts on this were that it was a chicken sandwich.
There was the
long way.
Now for this, I had low expectation. The chicken itself looked like an eraser. It didn't look too promising. The bread was the nice addition, being on a French style bread than a bun. Biting in, I didn't think it was too bad until the worst fate of food. Yeah, after a bit, it didn't taste good, but Keller had this to say.
It kind of reminded me of eating like a chicken pasta, like a chicken salad. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. I think between because of the mayo and the consistency of the chicken, it kind of reminded me of eating like chicken salad. Which I like chicken salad, but don't get me wrong. But having a sandwich be like that, kind of odd.
4 out of 10. For McDonald's, we're doing something a little special. McDonald's is known for their McChicken, but in 2021, they made a new sandwich called the Crispy Chicken Sandwich, now retitled to McCrispy. It's only fair that we compare them both, for not only what is the best fast food chicken sandwich, what is the better one of the two for McDonald's? Starting with the McChicken, something almost as classic as a Big Mac, McFlurry, or a large fry. Part of that may be its legacy or being the headliner on the dollar menu, or sorry. What was the dollar menu? Taking our bites out of it, and honestly, I feel bias got me a little. I'm not a huge fan, but I've ate plenty of McChickens before and I'm used to the taste, but here are my complaints. Just call it the McCum. It is rare when I get a McChicken that its ratio of lettuce and mayonnaise isn't f***ed up. Why so much mayo? Why not enough lettuce? The chicken patty itself has noticeable pepper flakes in the breading, but it's not really that noticeable off taste. It's an alright sandwich based on the price alone, but at the same time, it's so painfully mid. But comparing that to the McCrispy, we got a ripoff of the Chick-fil-A sandwich. And a burnt one at that. Okay, this doesn't speak for all McCrispies. This is more of a server error. But damn, were our buns burnt. The breast itself was juicy, but aside from an okay piece of chicken with pickles, the only thing we really got out of the taste was a burnt bun. It's not completely fair to rate it off this, so I'll asterisk it, but man, this wasn't a good sandwich. 5 out of 10 for both sandwiches. I'd say the McChicken is better just off the price alone, but the cost of 2 of these sandwiches was the same price for the Dave Slider. 6 out of 10. Asterisks. Wendy's when I was a kid was one of my favorite spots to go to when it was offered. Now though, when I go to Wendy's, I always wonder, where am I? I don't think the food is bad, but I feel like every last Wendy's I've been to is so poorly managed or loses profit. I one time went to Wendy's with my pops and paid for us. I apologize to the cashier, I had nothing but ones, but I was a hero that day because they haven't had ones in days apparently. Well, after being a Samaritan for our homegirl Wendy, how does her chicken sandwich compare?
I don't know about you, Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Is it that bad?
Okay, maybe after having some okay to fit sandwiches with no palate cleanse, I didn't like what I was eating. Now, presentation alone, I must say, this is a nice looking sandwich. Sure, it's giving a
lily pad, god damn!
but it looks nice. To the taste though, yeah, that was all in the garbage. The mayonnaise wasn't great, the chicken wasn't that bad, and honestly might be an issue of having my chicken floating mayonnaise, but it's getting my personal worst. 3 out of 10. Did you guys know Wingstop was established in 1994? I swear this first existed in 2021. Wingstop is known for their chicken wings, with the theme being the best wings ever. Yeah, I'm not the biggest wing guy, to be fair, but I've had them before, and they're alright, I suppose. But how does a chicken sandwich fare? This felt oddly monumental, so before we took our bites, we had to bust out our special guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 5'4", 180 pounds, co-CEO of Sweet Tooth Waffles and Munchies, Hernandez!
Now that that's settled, we took our bites. And the winner of 2025's Most Average Chicken Sandwich goes to Wingstop. It was okay, but that isn't incorporating a special element of Wingstop. Wingstop is known for their ranch being the best ranch ever. Damn it. Jokes aside, the ranch ain't bad. As itself, I think it's a little too salty for normal ranch, but mixed with the Sammy, it's pretty solid. After all of our bites though, I gotta give it a 6 out of 10. KFC, which was once the front of fried chicken in America, is now known for, oh my gosh, this is what I'm eating? Was our next chicken sandwich. Aside from some brown spots on the sandwich, it looked promising. 2 bites later, and I was surprised. The presentation looked okay, but the sandwich itself wasn't bad. It had a solid crunch, okay taste, but the issue came to it being that it wasn't that special. It was nothing bad, but I don't think we'd be in the mood for this at all. 6 out of 10. No, 6.5 out of 10. It was better than we thought, and honestly, better than most of KFC's menu items. Arby's, known for, oh my gosh, this is how I die, was our next chicken sandwich. In presentation alone, this wasn't exciting. The bottom of the breast looked f***ing weird. The tomato was blah. Arby's
is known for having the meats, but do they have it with the poultry?
Do they have the poultry?
The streets are sizzling. They're asking us.
Is there poultry?
Keller and Adrian, what do they think? Let's report to the streets.
After our first and potential last bite, it was, oddly, edible? Now, based off footage alone, it does look like I'm about to throw up. But that was going in with the expectation it was going to taste like skunk ass. But weirdly enough, it wasn't horrible. Keller, though.
I didn't really like it. I think honestly, one of the probably the worst we've had so far. I could barely taste the chicken. There was like the breading wasn't good. The tomatoes weren't good. The lettuce wasn't very good. The mayo wasn't helping at all. I don't know. And like the bun itself was kind of hard again.
You know what? Let's make it simple. We'll just average it with the Arby's out of 10. Finally, but far from least, we have Popeye's chicken sandwich. Some say it's a CIA experiment. I combat that with, I love American Dad. After all these sufficient of bad sandwiches, we took our bites, and my goodness is that a chicken sandwich.
I have to say, this is the best looking one. This is the one I had the highest expectations for. So.
It's like a homecoming thing.
This one is my favorite out of all of them. I think this one has tasted the best between the breading, the chicken, the mayo, and the pickle.
I love the crunch, man. This is my personal favorite chicken sandwich when it comes to fast food. But for what we got, I think Popeyes truly hits the best.
This is actually the first Popeyes chicken sandwich I've ever had. You just get like their regular chicken, right?
The sandwich is a 10 out of 10 in our personal best and our highly recommended fast food chicken sandwich. After the boys finished their chicken sandwich journey, they learned that it's not about the brand, the price, or the status of your market. It's about the quality that you bring to the table of your soul. Does it bring a crunch, a tasty deal flavoring? Are you iconic or tossed to the dumpster for your taste or your notoriety? Well, we can conclude that it had to be the chicken. Let me break this down for you. So if we took it from an evolutionary standpoint, the chicken had to have a species closest relation that evolved to what gave us a modern-day chicken, right? Now, eggs were prominent due to early reptile, and if we want to really be biological, we're all from an egg of a sort, regardless of species. But in the sense of the chicken standpoint, it was the chicken, then the egg, to produce more chickens. Fuck Arby's.